everybody. I've had a few days off because I have been busy developing the online streaming setup, and I actually have been traveling as well, so there's been no videos this week. So anyway, today I thought I would do a video from Jesus and see what he has to say about things and the world and what's going on. I'm in the east coast of the United States right now, and we just had a skiff of snow, so I'm in a cold climate. And yeah, let's see what he has to say. So as you know, I will take a couple of breaths and he will come through and give us the teaching for today. I'll see you at the end of the session. You are honored these days to have access to so much spiritual material, but you must use your discernment. I am that one you know as Jesus, and it is always important for you to tune into how you feel when you listen to something. If something upsets you and causes you great distress, such as channeling from Jesus, if this really causes you a problem, then you are not ready for these teachings, and it is okay. You are all on different levels of evolution, and you must begin where you are. You cannot deconstruct the mind and its conditioned ideas any faster than at a certain rate. Otherwise, you will become destabilized. This is what we are going to speak to you about today. We are going to speak about your own personal evolution and how to interpret that personal evolution. Some of you have had deep indoctrinations into Christianity in its traditional sense, its patriarchal structure, and the rules and regulations that the church has imposed for so many centuries upon your collective consciousness. And you do not realize this. You do not realize the implications of this in terms of your own personal growth. If you have been subjected to a religious education, for example, when you were small, these beliefs are foundational now in your self-concept. They are foundation in your very personality. And as you attempt to change them, you can in fact feel as if you are going to lose your grasp on reality. And this is not what we are seeking for here. We are seeking for a gentle and loving transformation of mind into alignment with truth. That is all. We are not here to attack anything, although we will point out the negatives of certain things at certain times, to get you to look at it a little bit, to get you to realize what is going on. But our purpose is to focus your mind on love. That is our solution to all of your problems, because all of your problems are a lack of love. That is all that is going on here. There is one road. It goes towards love, or it goes away from love. And you are always walking in one direction or the other. Every minute of every day, you are either deciding for love or you are deciding against it and blocking it. So love is this ever expanding, ever extending energy and frequency that you are able to tap into and that you are connected to. But if you have become disconnected in your awareness, and this is always the case, you are always connected through your guidance system, and that is attuned with love, as we have said many times. But your awareness of this has become distorted, or it has become invisible even to you. Many people do not feel a connection to love. They do not feel an awareness of love in their life. But that is the illusion of this world that you are in. It is an illusion of separation. It is not real separation. You have never become separated in truth from that which you call God. You are still at home in God in that sense. You are life, you are consciousness expressing itself. But you have had difficult lessons taught to you on this plane, and that is what we are here to do. We are here to bring you new lessons. But you must always start where you are, and you must look at your life and your body and your habits and know that this physical expression demonstrates what you believe yourself to be. It is not what you are, in fact, but it is what you believe yourself to be. And this is where you must make a distinction so that you do not cause more suffering. For if you are unhappy and you look at yourself, perhaps your body is not the way you would like it to be. Perhaps your love life and your finances are not the way you would like them to be. Your work perhaps is not your passion. It is very easy to say, this is me, I am bad, I am not achieving that which I know is possible. This is not what we want you to do with your world. We want you to accept it. We want you to begin to observe it with compassion so that you can begin to add love to it. As long as you judge it, you are refusing it. You are separating it further from love. You are the only source of love on this plane. We want you to understand this. This is a place of illusion, delusion, and separation. And if you believe in the world, if you look out into the world and see these horrors and terrors and scarcities and environmental disasters, you are believing in the effect of separation. And if you look at that place for your salvation, you will be disappointed and you will be scared, because it is separation in manifestation. You have a connection to love through your guidance system. That is how Spirit speaks to you. That is how I speak to you. And that is how that divine mind of all that is speaks to you, through your heart, through your feeling self. So you know that you are in alignment when you feel good, and you will not feel good if you look at the effects of separation out in the world. If you look at war and expect it to make you feel good, you are going to be sorely disappointed. But if you go inside and you align yourself with compassion for your enemies, then you will begin to feel a sense of relief, and you will begin to vibrate at the frequency of love. And that is what is going to change the world. Do not listen to the naysayers who say that these contemplations, these internal transformations are meaningless. They are not meaningless. They are the place from which your behavior arises. They are the place from which your world arises. And if nobody is willing to change from hatred to love, then you are going to see a continuation of the wars and devastation that have plagued this planet for many, many centuries. Do not think it is going to change unless the formula within the heart and mind of each of you is going to change. That is the place. So you will not get support from other beings who are materialistic world viewers who say that the world must be changed by physical means. Physical means are very temporary when the beliefs of the collective are out of alignment. We are seeking to get you in alignment with love. We are seeking to get you to understand what is happening here, that you are experiencing out in the physical world, the physical manifestations of thousands of beliefs and thoughts repeated in your mind. That is how you make your life. That is how you make your body. That is how I made my life, and that is how I made my body. I had nothing other than love in my mind in the end, and that allowed me to master the physical material world. That is what my teachings were for and about, and still are. But it is all about love. You must first of all begin to love yourself, because you do not know where you are. You do not know how you got here. You have been taught many untruths, and you are confused and lost in the maze of thought. We must help you out of that maze of thought by directing you with clear and unequivocal words. Words are what we are using here because you are so deeply trained into words. We also use imagination, feeling, inspiration, dream. But in your society, you are taught to dismiss those things as frivolous or non-material, of no value, frivolous in fact. But that is how Spirit speaks to you. And that is why you have been taught that, so that you become fearful, constrained, and restricted. We want you to expand into the multidimensional, multi-level consciousness that you are. Yes, you have many, many levels of consciousness that you can access through many different forms, through your creativity, through your dreaming, through your singing. These are ways of accessing spirit, but you have been taught out of them. You are lurking in the lower realms of frequency of the human consciousness, And we are here to bring you up through those middle realms into the higher realms. But it takes time, because it has taken time to get you into the lower realms. So today, we want you to begin your practice of acceptance, self-acceptance, because the negatives in your life have nothing to do with you and your connection to the divine. They are conditioned ideas that you have been taught. Bad eating habits, for example, are deeply indoctrinated into your society, and it is through no fault of your own that you are suffering from those bad eating habits. But you must first of all accept that this is what has happened, and then you must begin to assert your own personal guidance system and begin to listen to the body. You must begin to walk, you must begin to get outside, you must begin to eat organic foods. We would not prescribe organic foods unless the food stream was so contaminated, but it is so contaminated in your society that we must ask you to do that so that you have a clearer frequency, so that your body can function more fully. It is not a fad, it is not a fashion, it is the only recourse when you have a poisoned food system. You must learn to grow your own food. Many of you have beautiful plots of land that are covered in short green grass that serves you no purpose. We want you this spring to get outside and to dig up a part of your garden and to fertilize it and to begin to grow your own food. This is a great healing modality, connecting you to the earth, connecting you to the frequencies that Gaia, this beautiful planet on which you live, is always emitting. You are all separated profoundly from her. We want you to begin to connect with her through your food, through growing your own food. You will immediately hear the screams of protest from the ego mind, and this is what you are going to be faced with every change we ask you to make. But you must become the captain of your ship again. You must understand that these techniques and conditioning processes that you have been subject to have brought you low down, have brought you down into the physical material world, and there you are stuck in fear of death and poverty and war. We want to bring you up into the realms of light and love and creativity and abundance. But it is a process, dear ones. It is a process. And so we bring you many, many answers to many of your questions to get you free of confusion. Once we have answered your questions, then you must act on that information. To find out, to answer after answer does not serve you if you do not change your actions. There are many of you who ask questions about my earthly incarnation, and I am willing to answer them to a certain degree. But my purpose here is to change your mind here and now. It is not to help you obsess about the past and the untrue ideas that have been propagated about me. It is to bring your mind into this present moment and get you to choose love minute after minute after minute, day after day, week after week. And in that choice, you are going to relieve yourself of your suffering and relieve your planet of these horrible consequences that she is subject to. Gaia is a consciousness all of her own. This planet, yes, is a consciousness all of her own. And there are rumblings in that being, we will say, that are giving you warning that she has had enough of your games and your ego temper tantrums, we will call them. It is time now for you to begin the healing process of your own body-mind. And in that healing process, you are going to heal her, because it is in your dysfunction that she becomes victim. We are that one that you know as Jesus, and we want you to join us in our collective transmissions that this being is supporting these teachings with. And these subscriptions are going to contribute to the dissemination of this information. These subscriptions are going to allow these teachings to travel around the world, healing and mending this fractured mind that you live in, this collective fractured mind that you live in. The world does not work the way you have been taught. We must teach you the rules of creation. The rules of creation are this: you are the creator of everything you experience, and together you create everything you are experiencing collectively. To change this, you must change your mind first. You must heal yourself first. And that is what this teaching is for. That is what this new ministry is for. We love you very much. We are a collective on this side. There are many of us working together to assist you. And as you tune into these teachings more and more, you will feel us, you will know us, and you will come to see the truth. We will speak to you again at another time. All right. As Jesus mentioned our live streaming events, I will just give you some details. We're having our next one on Sunday, February 28th, and you can still subscribe by going to channelingjesus.com. We have monthly subscriptions and yearly subscriptions, and those both allow you access to the growing library of questions and answers and discussions about A Course in Miracles that are taking place in those live streaming events. We've had some people commenting on strong energetic shifts and downloads of information happening to them as they are participating in these real-time events. So do join us if you can, and I will see you on Sunday. Bye-bye.